Hi, I'm Dawn, and this is Have That Talk. Today, I want to talk about those moments when you enter the room and then realize that the decision has already been made. But this is your passion project, your area of expertise. You have all the data, all the charts, your arguments are rock solid. What could possibly go wrong? So in you go, armed with all your facts and figures. You present well, and maybe a few questions come about your choice in fonts. And then they go with the other option. Which other option? You didn't know about this. Oh, that was the one we discussed last Thursday. Sorry, weren't you there? So let me just dispel some of the myths about influencing in the workplace. First of all, it isn't about facts and figures. If you think that all you need to do is to build a strong case and then the decision will be made, the box will be ticked, the budget will be provided, no. Actually, just as important as your message is, for your stakeholders, the messenger is also important. Your credibility counts. You may also be a person who hates politics. All that schmoozing, all those backdoor discussions, you try and keep away from that. You think that your work should stand on its own merit, right? But no, because decisions are made through relationships, people knowing who you are, people endorsing your skills, having somebody speak on your behalf, having a sponsor. All this is part of the game. And if you're not playing, you're not in it. Another huge myth is that meeting where you made your big presentation is where the decisions are made. But that's not true. The decisions are made beforehand, and that meeting is just to ratify them, sweep them through. The real decisions are made in the meetings before the meetings. You may find it distasteful to engage in this kind of lobbying, but without it, your ideas won't land. Without it, you won't be able to get approval. So engage your stakeholders early. They will appreciate that and be more receptive to your ideas and also more open to supporting them in that big meeting. But this doesn't make sense, does it? It seems so irrational. Surely the best ideas should be judged on merit, right? But actually, let me use the scarf model to describe what is happening. People's status. If they feel it's at risk, if they feel there's a reputational risk to supporting you, they won't. Certainty. If your idea is so new, if they're hearing it for the first time and they don't know what to make of it, no support. Autonomy. If you forge ahead and design a whole new process by yourself and then bring it to the group and say, this is what I propose, they feel that you're not staying in your lane. You're encroaching on their sense of autonomy, and your idea doesn't go through. Then there's relatedness. If they don't know you, they don't trust you, they haven't built up a connection with you, or you haven't approached them, they don't know your work, and this is the first time you're speaking to them, asking for something, then that sense of connectedness, that sense of relatedness isn't there. The relationship isn't there. And your idea? Off the table. And fairness. Sometimes the technically brilliant person has the best ideas, but it's not my idea. Why should you be more successful than me? It's not fair. If you've activated that in somebody, they won't support your idea either. So what do? How can you influence the decision so that people are for you and not against you? First of all, think about what's in it for them. And then work your arguments backwards from that point so that when you're presenting your idea, you are ticking all their boxes. You are addressing all their pain points. And obviously, have the conversation before the conversation. Call them up, one by one. Find out where they stand. Ask for their input. Share the draft of an idea. Ask for their feedback. Make them feel like an important contributor to the process. And this does two things. Not only does it help build up a better relationship between the two of you, it also gives you important insights to build into your proposal. Let me reassure you, your idea probably was a good one, but what good is a good idea if it never gets implemented? So I encourage you to get over your hump. Don't get annoyed by all the people who are more naturally able to hobnob with the bigwigs. Take inspiration from them. Stakeholder engagement is a learnable skill. So take this video as your cue to learn this powerful skill. And remember to have that talk with all your stakeholders before you present your next big idea. Okay? I'll see you next time.